When I listened to music as a kid, I would always picture this awesome musical world just waiting to be discovered. But when I picked up a guitar to try to learn, I was faced with something like this and couldn't help but feel like I was missing something. I had so many questions like, what finger am I supposed to use? What does my right hand do? What's the rhythm? How does the sound look and feel when it's played right? And even bigger questions like, how did the artist even come up with this stuff? What do they know about music that I don't that lets them do all this cool stuff? Because there were so many unknowns in the tab, all I'd really get out of it is just one more song that I could play. But my skills and my knowledge didn't really advance, so I always felt like I was starting again from scratch for the next one. Notation can help, but it's slow compared to tab, which is a big reason why so many people still like and use tablature. It works. So why not enhance it? Fill in all the gaps and bridge these two so that tablature can teach so much more than fret numbers. It can help so much to know what finger to use for each note, and to know what each note is musically. To see how the music is layered, and to see into the harmony. The meter is there so that you can see your rhythmic landscape, when the notes happen, and for how long. For the bridge hand, it gets its very own tablature for its many and sometimes complex techniques. So that for every note, every beat, you know exactly what the performer is doing down to the string. Like this, it's not only easier to read and perform, but to understand. To see what makes it tick, why it sounds so good, or even very familiar. When you want to learn a song, nothing beats actually watching somebody play it, especially when it's synchronized to the score. With the ability to slow down and loop, so that you can catch all the little details of the performance. So what about the rest? Because above all, I wanted musical freedom to create, improvise, to be able to just pick up a guitar and play by ear without having to follow a script. But I remember being faced with an army of black dots and what seemed like an endless patchwork of diagrams, unable to see any pattern and struggling to piece them together, not just on the fretboard, but in my mental picture of the musical world. I wanted to see the language and logic that I knew was behind them all, why music feels the way it does. And I wanted to know exactly how to put this together on the fretboard and learn everything according to this, not just randomly. So why not have diagrams that reveal all their moving parts, where each dot has a meaningful musical identity that you can use? Like this, all the variations will be in one spot, putting thousands of chords into one diagram and hundreds of thousands of songs on one page, all built with musical understanding, not memorization, giving you so much room and power for creativity and exploration. We can see how all the notes create a chord, how the chord fits into the scale, how the scale and chord both fit on the fretboard. How the chords fit to each other, revealing all the smooth melodic lines hidden inside. How all the chords create a key. How the scale encompasses that key. finally, how all the different keys fit together to create the awesome musical world that we all know and love. So we thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a place to bring this all together, where everything is just clear and obvious, where you could watch the music unfold and see the gears behind the curtain, where you could just click on anything and have it explained, even link to song examples that you love and could use to learn, to be matched with every song that you could play based on your skills, or find songs with the skills you want to learn, where you could adapt the score to your needs and switch to any music system you felt like with as much or as little detail as you wanted. To have a place for teachers and students to interact, and a place for a community to build, share, and connect its musical knowledge to all the songs we love. So we're starting this project with the simple goal of enriching the experience of learning music by enriching the scores, in the belief that by putting more into them, we can get more out of them. So that the next time you go up against a song you want to learn, you can see and absorb all that it has to offer. Leveling up as a musician, meaning that you no longer learn song by song, but by leaps and bounds. And so that the next time you listen to music, you might just see a little deeper and discover more of what this awesome musical world has to offer.